Our match referee is Mr. Khedi Pina. He has given the coin to the captain of the Moothee Tuskers, who is Mikey Erlang, and he will toss, and the call will be from Daniel Smith of Western Province. Heads is the call. It's come up a tail. Okay, Mikey, come and have a chat to me.
Yeah.
So you won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bat first.
Reasons?
The wicket looks good. Maybe a little bit drier than what we used to. So yeah, try to get some runs on the board and then hopefully put some pressure on the boys.
A little bit of momentum with that win against the Lions. A very important game for you, this game.
Yeah, I think every game for us is important now, going into the last couple of years. So it's pretty much like a knockout for us. At least we're treating it that way. So yeah, big game for us.
Any changes in your side?
So John Tirapulana misses out and Tabiso Ndlela comes in.
Lovely. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Let's bring in your opposite number, Daniel. Daniel, the opposition have won the toss. They've chosen the bat. What would you have done?
Yeah, we're also looking to bat first. I think that's what you get here at Pietermaritzburg. But hopefully we can restrict them and then obviously chase it down.
It's been a sort of an in-out season for Western Province. What are you expecting from the boys today?
Yeah, I think we've had good glimpses of good cricket. So hopefully we can put in a perfect performance. I don't think we have had that quite yet. Obviously George Linder with a lot of experience comes back, so hopefully he can add to that.
You've also got a debutant today.
Yes, we do. Liam Awaku comes in. Unfortunate Dane Patterson, I don't think he slept too well. He's got back cramps, so he obviously misses out.
Shame. Good luck today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, there's the news from the middle. The Moothee Tuskers have won the toss. They're going to have a bat.
So very good afternoon. Welcome down to the PMB Oval. Our first ball to be off at 1 o'clock. We'd like to welcome the World Sports Betting Western Province. They take on our home team, the Moothee Ram Tuskers.
We are forever young, then we run from the night, dreaming of Babylon, we're staring at the sky. We are children of the sun, we can stay forever young, our light is burning brighter than the wicked things that we have done, but now love has begun, and we are still the children of the sun. We are forever young, we're walking Stop. They say they think that is the case, but they cannot confirm because they can't.
Good afternoon and welcome to City Oval, Pietermaritzburg, home of the Moothee Tuskers, for the clash between the World Sports Betting Cobras and the Moothee Tuskers of Pietermaritzburg. As we look at the two team sheets there, Edward Moore, Valentina Katimi, Joshua van Heerden, Daniel Smith, captain and wicketkeeper, George Linda, Abdullah Bayumi, Josh Briet, Raik Daniels, Liema Waku, who is on debut, Mbulelo Dube Matikwinabe. That is your World Sports Betting Western Province starting 11. And your Moothee Tuskers starting 11 is Cameron Shackleton, Marco Erlang captain, Sean Gilson, Andile Mokakane, Wayne Parnell, Ntande Zuma, wicketkeeper, Hadus Fayun, Sean Whitehead, Marcelo Pitt, Darren de Pavlon, and Tabiso Ndela, who is also on debut. As we see the Moothee Tuskers gearing up to face the first delivery. Good afternoon, Ben. Welcome to Pietermaritzburg.
Yeah, how's it for now? Good afternoon to all the viewers at home. This is quite an exciting prospect. Important game for both teams, particularly the Tuskers. They've got home ground advantage today and they must be looking to take advantage of that.
So we see a bit of swing from Daniels. Quick single by Mokekane, opening the batting. John Tirapalon is sitting out today. His partner is Ntando Zuma, who went to school just up the road, St. Charles.
Yeah. Zuma also played for Sweetwater's Hub, so he's a local boy. And then got a scholarship to go attend high school at St. Charles.
Well played from Zuma, all the way down to third man for a single. Western Province starting off with a slip. Third man, point, cover, extra cover and mid-off. On the onside they've got a mid-on, a deep square leg and a short fine leg. So there's quite a bit of space on that leg side. Daniel's trying to get that ball to swing away from Mokekane. Oh, unfortunately, as we've said, that a little bit more bounce, a little bit in movement from the seam, catching that leg stump. Not the greatest of starts for the Tuskers, as we said. It is a game that they need to win. So a lot of pressure on the boys. Hopefully they can build up a partnership. It is still quite early. So we see Daniels with that first wicket, charging in. Just hanging that bat out a little bit, getting that inside edge onto that leg stump.
Yeah, well bowled by Daniels. He sort of executed his plan. clearly packed the offside field, a 6-3 split, and he bowled to his field, and a good start by Western Province. It's exactly what they wanted, early wickets up front, and now a bit of pressure on the Tuskers to rebuild.
As we see the Moothee Ram Tuskers captain Michael Erlang coming out to the wicket. Bit of experience. Old head on old shoulders. Hopefully they can build up a partnership, him and Zuma. They don't want to lose too many wickets in this power play, otherwise it's going to be an uphill battle all the way through.
Big innings for Erlang, captain. Tuskers definitely need him to step up today.
Daniel's just searching for that swing to come back into Erlang, just pushing it too wide. See that the Western Province team have gone with an extra field on the leg side for the left-hander, with the ball obviously swinging in. So there's a gap at extra cover for Erlang to get the ball through there. As we see, cover's quite square, nearly almost standing on point. Straight onto the pads. Well played by Mark Erlang.
Should look for 2.
Easy 2 there.
It's a nice way to get off the mark for Erlang. Nice one. Straight on the pads. Easy clip for 2 in the gap.
That's what they would call a birthday present.
Yeah, Tuskers definitely want to get off to a good start. It's a really important game for them if they want to make the playoffs.
Oh, he's searching for too much. Looking for that glory ball. Just down the leg side. So you see those 2 blue lines been luckily not inside there, otherwise it wouldn't be called a wide.
Yeah.
That is the new rule.
Yeah.
He's just searching for too much, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the first wicket, he just stuck to his plan. Didn't try to overdo it. I think, yeah, he's, as you say, he's searching for the magic ball.
Very good shot from Mark Erlang. Good balance. Playing it out into the deep. Nabe doing some fielding. Deep square leg. The longer part of the boundary.
Interesting to see what they do here with the field. I think they'll keep it the same they had at the start of the over, start of the innings.
Almost forcing the right-hander to try and hit it through that leg side field with that massive gap. Would like to see the extra cover coming into a catching. It's well bowled from Daniels. It's the end of the first over. Moothee Ram Tuskers are 7 for 1.
Yeah, Western Province will certainly be happy with that start. It's always good to get a wicket first up, and they'll know how important this game is for the Tuskers. Yeah, early wickets are always the key. So interesting to see how Mikey Erlang goes about this, whether he wants to sort of hit them hard or he wants to build an innings and then go hard later. George Linder looks like he's coming into the attack. Of course, a current Protea.
A lot of experience, knows his game. He'll be very important for Western Province, especially on a wicket like this. Quite slow, he might turn, get some bounce. He's going with a heavily packed offside field. Short third man, point, cover, extra cover, mid off. He's got a long on and a almost squarish deep mid wicket, square leg and a short 45. So there's plenty of space to get some singles and twos.
Yeah, I don't think Erlang will particularly mind facing Linder. Even though Linder's got vast experience and he's a top bowler, the ball's obviously turning in and it's quite easy for him to work with the spin. But to Zuma might be a little bit more tricky, the ball turning away from him. That angle and then turning away. Looks like Linder's got a sort of a deep mid-wicket cow to Zuma and then a long off.
Almost just got to be careful, both sets of batters. Just watch out for that one that slides on with the arm. New ball, George Linder's very good at that, using his pace. Very deceptive sometimes. Likes to bowl wicket to wicket. Ben, you're talking about a must-win for both teams. Western Province have played 4, they've won 2, they've lost 2. They're sitting on 9 points, and you got the Tuskers played 4, won 1, lost 3.
Yeah.
They're sitting on 4 points. Highly important for the Tuskers to get into some sort of momentum. They've got 3 games left. Almost, they're saying to themselves they need to win 2 out of the next 3 games to stand a chance.
Yeah, and Vaughan, it's been unfortunate because, I mean, apart from their loss to the Dragons, they've actually been in the game for 2 of those losses, and have just lost.
The absolute hoik.
Zuma's trying to go across the line to ball turning away. Probably not the safest option. Also with a deep mid wicket. I think he'll probably regret that shot. Well bowled by Linder. That experience coming into play again. And it will help West Province a lot having him around today.
You've just lost a wicket and you're trying to rebuild. And you're looking to hit the ball across the spin to sort of a vacant long on area or cow corner area. And George Linder, with all his experience, is bowling wicket to wicket. You miss our hit. And it's unfortunate because Ntando Zuma's been unbelievable for the Tuskers. He's got a couple of 40s. Even in the last game, he got 43 off 26. So he's in some form. Just wouldn't think a man in form would play a shot like that, especially in the second over, where you almost feel that the Tuskers need a partnership for the next 12, 13 overs, just to launch themselves those last 5, 6 overs where they can get something to bowl at, especially on a wicket that might get low and slow later. So we see Sean Gilson coming to wicket now, another left-hander.
Yeah, in general, PNB Oval is not known for high scores. So, I mean, Zuma should have thought about it more, just to lay his, as you said, Vaughan, lay his team a good foundation, then to go hard at the end and give his team something good to bowl at.
Well played from Sean Gilson. Also in a bit of form of late.
Yeah, Vaughan, I don't know if you saw his innings versus the Dolphins. It was quite incredible. I think he was 11 off 19 and then just flipped, went from first gear to 5th.
He played very well, But he also, straight after that, he got 30 against the Lions. The game inland one up in Joburg. So he's a man in form. Seeing the ball well. Great run from the captain. Picking that gap very well to end the over, second over. Tuskers are 10 for 2. I almost feel that these two now have to bat for the next 10 overs, next 60 balls, just to give their sides a glimmer of hope of getting to about 80. I'd probably say about between 70 and well, actually 65 to about 75 after 12 overs. Just so they can launch after that with wickets in hand. If they lose wickets regularly, it's going to be very tough for them to sort of put anything on the scoreboard that's worth defending. This is the debutant, Liam Waku, left arm seamer.
He must be quite nervous for him. First game, you know what that feels like. You just want to get it on stumps to begin with.
It's not a bad start. I know it's a full toss. The nerves must be quite high. Sax boy. He's been in and around the SA under 19 setup a couple of years now. That was about 2-3 years ago. He's 21 years old, so there must be quite a few nerves. I wasn't a bowler, so I'm guessing just hit the cut strip. somewhere outside off stump, that will be good enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nerves must be, but he must also be loving it, showcasing his skill.
Good looking shot from Gilson. Yeah, I mean, and it's always exciting to have a left arm pacer. Brings a whole different dynamic to the game. So yeah, Dame Patterson pulled out this morning, and he probably didn't wake up expecting to play today, but Thierry has got an opportunity to stake a claim.
Lovely to see. So opportunities, if you take opportunity, a lot can happen. Bustle's 3 is actually quite well. Gets through it quite quickly.
Quite skiddy as well.
Not the tallest of individuals. So his line and length will be key. Obviously, that 5th, 6th stump, especially to the left-handers, it's cramping them for room. Don't want to give them too much to free their arms with. That's what bowled.
Yeah, there's no better man to have out there than Mikey Erlang for the Tuskers. I mean, he'll know the importance of this game, and with early wickets lost, he's got that experience and that know-how how to rebuild an innings. And he'll just need Sean to do that with him. And he'll know Sean can explode, as we've seen when he decides to get into gear.
Oh, that hasn't bounced at all.
That's a PMB Oval special, Vaughan.
Yeah, we've experienced that throughout my career. Should he get those straight, as a lot of players would say. But that's surprising. Brand new cricket ball.
Yeah, and as we said, I mean, it's probably not a high-scoring ground, and when you see things like that today, I mean, if Tuskers can get anything over 140, 150, and they're probably in the game.
Well, ball from Maku. Yeah, the Tuskers batters just need to be patient. They will get something to hit, something in their area. Something will come around. So if they can rotate the strike, and the nice thing is there's 2 left-handers, so you can pick your gaps, you can manipulate the field. You do that consistently, you're setting yourself up for.
That's really well bowled by Waku.
Well done to the young lad, first of many. Sean Gilson just playing across the line, trying to hit it through that mid-wicket area.
Yeah, Gilson will be disappointed. He had a good opportunity to help his team build a platform, and yeah, he's gone too soon. But oh, what a debut. First over and already Waku gets a wicket. There's no better way to start.
Just seeing that replay, angling in from that 5th stump line, cramping for room. Only option for left-hander is to try and hit that through mid-wicket. Almost looks like, as you see the replay here, almost looks like Sean just, it looks too square. It's cannoning straight into that middle stump, right at the top. Fantastic start for the debutant. It's the end of his first over. Tuskers are 14 for 3 after 3 overs. As we see Cameron Shackleton coming to the wicket now.
That's probably a moment Waku will remember for the rest of his life. I mean, we sort of here watching, analysing the game, and you forget those little things, how he must be feeling and the emotions that must be going on. And for him to get a wicket, it must feel great. Probably waiting for that for a long time.
All the hard work, all the winter hours, fixing actions, bowling balls, training every day, all worth it. So you see Daniels coming back into the attack.
No ball from Daniels. Must have overstepped. This will be a free hit for the Tuskers. It's actually a good opportunity to for Erlang to sort of counter punch. This is, Tuskers are under real pressure, and to get a chance like this to just launch and relieve a little bit of pressure.
Get that momentum going in the right direction. Just got to stand still. Take the sinker off. Shot. Beautiful cricket shot. Slower ball from Daniels. Just trying to change things up a little bit. Just length not too full. Sets up in the wicket. And well executed from Mikey Erlang. Just getting on top of the bounce. Hitting that hard through the covers. And I'm sure the momentum will start sort of changing slowly. You got Cam Shackleton on the other side. Very good runner between the wickets. Hits the ball in some weird places. So keep that scoreboard rotating somehow.
I think going over the top.
Mikey Erlang suggesting that it's just skidded on a little bit. Not much bounce. I think if you got a bit of wood on that, would have been another boundary.
You can sense the Western Province's energy up. They've obviously started really well. There's a lot of chatter in the field. And the general vibe is that they're dominating at the moment, and you can feel it out there.
Oh, great shot, well fielded.
The little things, Vaughan, stopping a shot like that, I mean, that was 4 any day. And those little moments to keep the pressure up, because, I mean, that would have been 2 4s in this over for Erlang. And there's slightly less pressure if that went through. But, I mean, yeah, keep the pressure on the whole time.
Brandon Team Kintime getting a bit of support by 3 or 4 of his compatriots. Great stop at point. Oh, he's given him.
Wow, what a start for Western Province. This is not ideal for Tuskers at all. Now they've lost their captain. That's a massive wicket. If anyone could have rebuilt an innings, it was Erlang, and unfortunately he's gone. Well bowled from Daniels, keeping that sort of consistent line. Suddenly it's paid off.
As we see the replay here, Ben. Oh, jumping up, hitting him on the top of that roll. Oh no, I'm a better, so I'm giving that not out. But must have been stone dead in front. So look at that again. Daniel's rushing in. I'm sorry, I'm going with it a little bit too high. Could be wrong, or could be a little bit biased, but well bowled again from Daniels. Trying to hit those stumps, which is good, especially on a wicket like this. As you see,
Wayne Parnell makes his way to the crease.
Ex-Protea Wayne Parnell, who's also in some form. Hitting the ball very well. Very far, I see, as well.
He played that lovely knock in the last over against the Lions. I think he hit
26 or 5 balls.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Lovely to see. Lovely still to see him playing in South Africa.
And what a moment for Parnell just to sort of show his worth as the Monique signing for the Tuskers this season. It's a big opportunity for him to try fight back for his team. Cricket's a funny game. I mean, you think Western Province are completely dominating now, but things can change. It takes 1 or 2 big partnerships and a few early wickets from the Tuskers to get back in the game. So this is a big innings for Parnell.
Oh, great shot from Wayne. Not getting all of it. Hitting it nice and straight. They'll come back for 2. It's the end of the 4th over. Tuskers are 21 for 4.
Yeah, obviously Wayne's got great experience. He would have been in the situations, the sort of situation many times. So he's a good man to have out there. They really need him to rebuild an innings here and sort of get something to bowl at.
Yeah, I've just asked the producer now just to put that banner back on there. 189 innings, 2,290 runs, Not worried about the average. The strike rate, 123, very good. Made 550s, best of 99. So you talk about experience in situations like this. He probably would have been in situations like this where they would have been 10, 12 overs in. But now he's got more time to bat. He can literally set his stall out and have fun. For the rest, he's got 16 overs to bat. He can go and have fun. Try and get 100 maybe. Great shot from Cam Shackleton. So Walker comes for his second over. Pitched. Hit through the covers for 4. Nice to see some good cricket shots being played.
That's not a bad way to start at all, Vaughan. I mean, that was juicy half volley, and he put that away really nicely. That's probably the most satisfying shot in cricket.
There's one better, Ben. It's a left-hander playing it on drive. You can ask Andy. There's nothing better. Shucks, I'm only being... But you're right. It's elegant. It's not overhit. It's not looking for anything else. He's playing the ball on its merit. As we see Waku coming around the wicket now. Doesn't want to give Shackleton too much room. Well bowled from the youngster again.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vaughan he's changed from over the wicket to around. I mean, normally a left arm seamer would try to bring the ball back, sort of like a Mitchell Stark style. But maybe he's just got a little bit of nerves and doesn't want to try to search too much for the wonder ball. Just get a good line length going.
Almost go back to what feels natural. Likes to cramp the batters for room by the looks of it.
It's a good T20 length, Vaughan. Sort of back of a length. Not full enough so the batsman can reach their hands, and not short enough where they can try to pump it in the stands. It's a tricky length to try to get away.
And also when it's coming at you, it makes it that much harder to try and even get a single or a boundary. Well bowled again from the youngster.
Vaughan, just a question to you. Would you not potentially look at having a slip? So the power play, Tuskers under a lot of pressure. If you were out there, would you not want to give Waku a slip, particularly Tuskers 4 down and sort of probably looking to rebuild?
Good question, Ben. I'll tell you now after this delivery. So on a wicket like this, probably not a slip. But I would. I mean, they are 4 down for 25. I'd put a catching cover in and a catching wicket. Get guys in the batter's face. If they hit it past once or twice, it's okay. But you're just making sure if you're playing it early in the air, you're gonna be out. I don't think it's gonna go to slip. I don't think it'll reach. It's a great cricket shot, well fielded.
I think that's George Linder.
Unless your slip fielders at first slip, if you're standing at 2 or 2.5 just to cover some air, some space, I don't think the ball's gonna reach there. So I'd rather see somebody in the eye line making sure that they, aware of there's a fielder right here. I can't play the shot, or let me be circumspect, and that's where you might catch another wicket or two.
I'm gonna leave you guys for next 5 overs, and I'm gonna introduce our next commentator, the great Andy Capistano. As I leave you guys, Parnell hits a 4 over mid-off. You're very lucky to have Andy for the next 5 overs. He's got a wealth of experience.
As we see Mchiki Kayanabe coming into the attack, Parnell greeting him with a lofted drive over mid-off. Good afternoon, Andy.
VVJ, you know me much better than Ben does, so none of this legend stuff, all right?
No, you're the mayor of Pietermaritzburg. I've given you that.
That's 4 more.
It's well played from Parnell. He's in good touch.
You were talking about that innings where he faced 5 balls and scored 25 not out the other day. Hit his last 4 balls for 6 after getting a single off the first. Yeah,
Beautiful.
and a much needed impetus, because that 5th over that's just come to an end was the first over of the match where the Tuskers haven't lost a wicket. That's
And
nicely played.
these two would have been teammates for a number of years. Parnell playing down what used to be called the Cobras. So they know each other quite well.
If you go onto ESPN Cricket Info and you click on Wayne Parnell, there isn't room for all the teams he's played for.
Almost Allah Imran Tahir.
Yep, that's right.
I think they've made Imi's page just for him.
And of course, Parnell wasn't here for the start of the season because he was playing a 20-over tournament in the USA.
Oh, lovely. Ooh. All the more experience for the Tuskers in acquiring Wayne Parnell's signature.
Yeah, he's 36 years old now, and it's a long time since he was a regular in the Proteas side. But he's got all the experience in the world, and a good man to have coming in at 21 for 4 as they were.
Yeah, Wayne's not going to back down from a challenge. Having played against him for a number of years, he thrives in situations like this. So
He might bowl well in these conditions as well.
I was just having a look at the Tuskers' bowling lineup, and I think all those bowlers sitting in the change room at the moment, they're licking their lips.
Yeah.
Wicket to wicket, it's going to stay a bit low. Probably begging the batters to try and score at least something they can bowl to.
And noticeable that all 4 of the wickets that have fallen have been straight. 3 bowls and an LBW.
Yeah. That's the end of the power play. Tuskers are 35 for 4.
10 runs off the over, and that is riches indeed. You know, there was a moment in the 4th over, VVJ, I was looking at my notes, when a no ball was bowled. It was the 5th extra of the innings, and the score was 15. So a third of the runs had come in extra.
Extras.
I've got a change in bowling now, and this looks like Josh Breed coming into the attack to bowl his leg spin. This is always exciting, Vaughan, when you see a new wrist spinner.
Lovely to see.
Is this the one?
We hope. But it's good to see. I've only heard some good things about Josh Breed.
He's a Weinberg boy. He got 2 for 26 against the Warriors last week and 3 for 31 against Borland. So he's in form.
We can see with the slip, he loves to throw the ball up. Toss that edge.
Or bowled. The other thing I'd like to mention is, looking him up this week, he captained Cheltenham Cricket Club this year in England. Cheltenham Cricket Club, of course, where Gloucestershire play a festival every year.
Yep.
And the great Michael John Proctor scored many, many runs and took many, many wickets at Cheltenham. When I was a young man growing up, I couldn't wait for the Cheltenham Festival every year. And what a beautiful ground for Josh Breed to grow up on and play on.
So more regulated to spin now instead of seam. Also, you talking about the horses, Andy, or the cricket?
Definitely talking about the cricket. Cheltenham Gold Cup is what you're talking about. Do you follow the horses?
Every now and again.
Yeah,
Not,
but the horses you follow tend to follow the horses.
yeah, that's correct.
This is good stuff from Josh Breed. He's getting it up there, giving it a chance.
It's got a nice, simple action. Nice to see that he gives it a bit of air. Not scared to. Well bowled.
He's the 5th bowler for Province today. You mentioned the fact that there'll be bowlers licking their lips in the pavilion, and it's a really long and varied bowling attack that the Tuskers have got, but they need runs on the board.
Yeah, they need to get to.
Ooh, was that the googly?
Well, it looks like a slider. I don't. Would be interesting to see. But you're talking about the Tuskers, they need to get about 140 to 155, just something to bowl at where there's no pressure on their seamers, that they can attack the stumps and give it their all and see if they can grab these wickets early.
Huge space on the onside with 3 men back now at the end of the power play. We've also got cover on the boundary. That's the end of the 7th over, 38 for 4. So just 3 runs, 3 singles off the over. The one thing about 20 over cricket, Vaughan, is it's unusual that you're going to get bowled out. So even though you've lost 4 early wickets, as you mentioned, these two can bat properly, and you've got to take it deep, give yourself a chance.
100%. I mean, you got, when Parnell came in, he had 16 overs to bat. So, I mean, what more do you want? It's good enough amount of deliveries to bat. He's good. He can hold the cricket bat. Cam Shackleton the same. The Tuskers just need these two to just stick it out now for another 6-7 overs, and then they can have a reassess and look again. They need to build a foundation.
Yeah, Hardis Viljoen is probably going to come in next, but they don't want him coming in with 10 overs left.
No.
5 overs left is his time.
You almost want these guys to bat 12, 14 overs and then say to Hardis, okay, in you go and have some fun now. But I think more than that, might be a stretch too far. But we have seen some stranger things in cricket, Andy.
So Kayanabe bowling now, he's 30 years old, has taken 53 wickets at 23 in 50 T20s before today, so not bad at all. That's got to be going down leg again.
It's hit him with a thigh pad. Yeah, he's a decent competitor. The nice thing with Nabi is he likes to do wicket to wicket. His variation is that shorter one. I think he's going to get much around the head today, especially on a wicket like this. Might surprise me, but haven't seen anything yet.
In the air and safe, I think. No, it's not safe. He's got under it. He's gone. Oh, I thought he got more of that. And that is the end of Parnell. And that is big trouble now. 39 for 5, halfway through the 8th over.
And I was just going to say, Andy, that he looks a lot quicker than he is. He hits the bat nice and hard, as we see here. Just rushing Parnell. Getting a thickish top edge. Well caught by Edward Moore. At Madon, tracking back.
So that is 39 for 5. And now there is big trouble. So this looks like Sean Whitehead coming in. No, not Sean Whitehead.
It's Marcelo Pitt.
Ah, it's Marcelo Pitt, right. Marcelo can hold a bat and likes to offer the long handle, but he's probably not going to get you 50.
I think the Tuskers are offloading all their left-handed batters. You see another one coming to the wicket. It's the right. I mean, looking at that replay now, Andy, it's the right idea from Parnell. Just Nabi with the touch, a bit of extra pace, getting that thick top edge, and only getting as far as the ring at Madon. Almost feel if that goes for 6, gets the Tuskers innings back on track. Momentum going in their direction, but fortunately got out. They've got to try and rebuild again.
So pressure on Marcelo Piet. He's got 3 men saving, 1 on the off side, 2 on the on. Oh, I was just wondering whether they might put a slip in, and that one's gone past the outside edge. Had a little bit of pace and actually carried nicely.
Don't think that's a shot to be playing on a wicket like this. Quite close, too close for comfort.
Well, they're almost at the stage at 39 for 5 where it doesn't matter how, it's how many. Oh, that one I think might have gone under rather than over.
It's end of the 8th over. Tuskers are 39 for 5.
A single and a wicket off the over. 12 overs left in the innings, and sorry, that's actually a wicket maiden.
A lot of responsibility back onto Cam Shackleton's shoulders now, Andy. Almost probably the last recognised batter.
And in pretty good nick. Hit his first ball through the covers for 4. But now he's got to rein himself in, hasn't he? He's got to say, well, I am going to have to be here in the 20th over if we're going to get a big enough score to bowl at. Josh Breed to continue with his leg spin, and he's got a slip in place. That's well fielded, but they will get 1. They might even come back for 2 here. Yeah, that's good running from Marcelo Piet. He spotted the misfield quickly.
You almost think that's got to be the game plan now for the next, hopefully, 8 overs. A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. Try and pierce those gaps. Very impressed with Josh Breed. Also bowling nice wicket to wicket.
It's asking a lot of your leg spinner to have nobody in front of square on the onside.
Got bowled again.
That's a good shot. That is in the gap. Whoa!
No,
it's hit a brick.
We've seen many of those. You haven't played cricket if that hasn't happened to you before?
That's poor old Josh van Heerden out there. I mean, normally off a spinner you have to watch out, don't you? But you wouldn't expect this one to do something strange. But look at this.
Almost just stopped in the. But like I say, if you haven't played cricket, if that hasn't happened to you.
That's a good straight hit this time. George Linder does very well to get there. Pete's coming back for 2. This is in.
Oh, great dive. 2 very good shots from Cam Shackleton. The one over cover is sublime. And now hitting a nice on drive, hard on drive down the ground for another 2.
He's the second man in double figures. Mikey Erlang got 10, and then you felt it was going over the top, the LBW, against the Tuskers captain.
Just trying to help my friend.
A bit flatter this time.
Well bowled from the youngster. End of his second over.
8 off the over.
End of the 9th. 47 for 5.
We just need to change that. It is not Kayanabe bowling, according to my sources. It is Umbelelo Dubé.
Oh goodness! Sorry, sorry for the confusion. Oh, it is.
Yeah, wearing the number 16, Umbelelo Dubé. You and I actually did him in the Pro 10 tournament, pre-season game.
Yes, I remember now.
And he plays his cricket for Rylands CC.
Yes, as I can remember, very impressed with him. Sort of very similar action to Nabe, that's why I thought it was him. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we've made the change there, but we'll have to credit 2 more overs to him. Sorry, this is his 2nd over.
Well bowled again.
Marcelo Pete has offered a bat at 5 balls and hasn't got any willow on any of them.
Disgusted with himself hitting his pad. Almost want a shot from the top of the balcony. Just hit the ball through the gap, get some wood on it. I'm sure if he gets a couple of singles under his belt, he'll be for away. Well bowled again.
That's the oldest story in the book, isn't it? You bowl it wide of off stump and the tail ender misses it. You bowl it straight at him and he gets the bat on it.
And it's not just bat, it's the whole bat.
Yeah. But Western Province won't mind. No runs are being accrued. 47 for 5 and we're 2 balls left in the 10th over. In the air and safe. They should get 2 here.
There we go. Off the mark.
Yeah, good run.
Good fielding from Katime again.
Will steal the strike. That is 10 overs gone, so halfway through the innings and 1 short of 50. Long way short of where the Moothee Ram Tuskers would wish to be. 50 for 5. Vaughan van Jaarsveld is stepping out and Ben Jarvis will take over from him. So the important player now is Cameron Shackleton. He's got himself in, he's played some good shots, but he needs probably to bat through the next 10 overs, Ben.
Yeah, how's it, Andy? Yeah, this is such an important innings from Shackleton, and it's going to get tough. I mean, George Linda is coming back into the attack, and I think he's still got another 3 overs to bowl, which is not ideal for the Tuskers, so Shackleton really needs to take them right until the end and give Hardest for Yun an opportunity to come in later and whack it a bit instead of coming in too soon.
Yeah, George got a wicket in his first over. Clean bowling Tando Zuma for a single. In the air, there's a man there and he has taken the catch, and that is 2 for George Linda, and it is 50 for 6 for the Moothee Ram Tuskers at the start of the 11th over.
That's a poor shot from Marcelo Pete. I mean, his team is in a situation where they need him to bat a bit of time, and he's given it away. And the experience of Linda again coming through, really well bowled by Linda, sort of enticing him to play the shot and holding out to long on. Sorry.
Yeah, it's poor cricket, as you say, and he knows it. He doesn't need me to tell him. This is one of the highlights from earlier. It was a ball that misbehaved and went over the head of Josh van Heerden in the outfield there. So new man coming in will be Sean Whitehead. And Sean can bat. He's more of a 4-day player than a 1-day smiter. But I think his job now is to get something on it and get down the other end.
Yeah, and as I said before, cricket's a funny game. I mean, you probably right now say Western Province are favourites by a long way, probably 90% to 10%. But if Tuskers can sort of eke out a score of 110, 120, and Wayne Parnell and Hardest for Yun get the new ball in their hands, you just never know. And the wicket isn't easy to bat on, so I mean, for these two men out there now, they shouldn't undervalue their importance in this situation. The game's still alive, if they choose to make it alive. George Linder's got a slip here. A very attacking move. He senses the moment, Andy.
Well, I think they're going for the jugular here. They feel that they've got a chance to bowl the Tuskers out for under 100. And in a very competitive league, they'll then be looking for a bonus point win by chasing them down quickly. Whitehead's done well to get it away up the ground for a single.
That's an ideal result for Whitehead. No better feeling than getting off the mark straight away. Shackleton on strike. Interesting to see if they keep the slip. I think they're going to. I think Linder will almost bowl a test match length, give it a bit of flight and try and entice him to drive. Yeah.
Shackleton was the important player in the 2-run win against the Lions. He got 53 off 37 balls in that game.
They're going to need every ounce of that, Andy. He's normally quite an aggressive player, so this will be quite unusual for him to sort of have to tone himself down. Be interesting to see how he goes about it.
In the air and safe. Oh, that wasn't far away from short extra. They come through for the single.
I think that's exactly what Linda was trying to make him do. Either caught slip or caught extra cover. And it nearly worked, Andy. It was close to going according to his plan.
Played his 25th T20 international just recently, George Linder, in Pakistan.
Yeah, and he's such a good cricketer. I mean, he's got all skill sets. Left arm off spin, which is always valuable. Bats left-handed and is a really good fielder. He's got everything you need and a lot of experience as well.
Yes, 33 years old now and very much in the prime of his career. A little bit too short, and Shackleton will be disappointed he didn't get something on that. It's the end of the over. 52 for 6 from 11.
Yeah, just a little bit about Linda, and he struggled to make the Proteas side for a long time, and he sort of just kept going at it, and now eventually he's sort of consistently in the T20 team, which he's been trying to get into for a while, and I think the SA20's actually really helped him make a case for that because he's playing against proper international players and he's performing time and time again. I actually watched him at Newlands in January, and I think he got 40 or 15, and it was really good to watch.
Yeah, I would have had him in the team across all formats for a long, long time, but it is what it is. And he'll just be looking in the autumn of his career to really reinforce that he should have been there longer. Here's Dubé with his third over. He's got a nice vigorous action. He gets very high in his final stride.
They've only got 4 out here, Andy, so you can sort of sense the situation a bit. They're opting to have 1 extra in the ring.
Yeah, just moving cover on the boundary a little bit wider. That's well bowled.
This is great bowling by Dubé. I mean, his first over was almost he was bowling a test match length, just in the channel, and he forgot we were in a T20. It was really good, and he's actually getting his pace up. It's quicker than you think it is.
That'll be a wide, and it's going to be 4 of them. Well, you talk about pace. That's flown over Daniel Smith at wicketkeeper there.
And on a slow wicket, that's pretty impressive to get it to go over the keeper. But I wonder, Andy, if that was necessary. I mean, he's bowling so well anyway. sort of why change anything?
I think it's probably bowling to a plan. I think they know that Cam Shackleton is a little bit of a compulsive hooker.
Yeah. Hence probably the deep square and fine leg.
Missed it. Well, it's a good job for extras because the Tuskers, I think extras is the third highest scorer in that 56 for 6. Yeah, 9 extras, mostly wides, and we've had a no ball.
That's when you know it's not the batsman's day, Andy, when extras are one of the top scorers.
So 2 balls left in the over. Shackleton will be eyeing the boundary. That's a good shot, but it's only 1.
There's a really good performance from Western Province, Andy. There's been no bowler that's been off the pace. They've all been up for it. I mean, sometimes when you get off to a good start, it's only the first and second or maybe third bowler that... but everyone's matched their intensity, so it's sort of carried through.
Yeah, and the real bonus is that they've only had to use 5 bowlers. In the air, there is a man there, gone. That's the end of Sean Whitehead.
Well, their plan worked, Andy. Not Shackleton, but Whitehead.
So Whitehead gone for a single. Call on the boundary and a second wicket for Dubé, and it's 57 for 7 now.
Caught by Daniels, I think, out there, Andy. Van Heerden. Apologies, Van Heerden. Again, questioning the shot selection. I mean, they're in all sorts of trouble. Just sort of grind out a score till 18 overs, even if it's going at 4 and over, because doing that is making a bad situation even worse.
So that is 12 overs gone. 57 for 7, 2 wickets in 2 overs, and that's been the problem for the Tuskers, losing them in clusters. They lost a wicket in each of the first 4 overs of the innings, and that after winning the toss, choosing the bat. Hardisvillian comes in. The strike rate is what you need to look at, 129, call it 130, but if he gets going, he'll make mincemeat of that strike rate. Highest score of 44, and I bet it didn't take 44 balls. Oh, and he only needs 3 for 1,000 runs. I wonder whether he knows that. I very much doubt it. He's going to be at the non-striker's end, wicket falling off the last ball of the innings, and Shackleton facing Linda. That's another good shot. Inside out. It's just stopped in the pitcher, in the outfield there a little bit. They'll come back for 2.
So as you can see, Andy, Linda's opted to have a catching extra cover and then a sort of very straight cover, almost 2 catching extra covers. And for that exact shot, that's actually, I think, what he was hoping for. Toss it, give it some flat outside off and get Shackleton to do exactly what he's just done there. But he's hoping he finds the fielder.
Chance of 2 here, but they have decided it's only worth 1. So now here's the little matchup that George Linder will be relishing, and Hardisvillian will be looking to hit him as far as possible. But he might just start with a push here or there.
Watch for the quicker ball, Andy, as well. So George Linda's moved sort of like a backward deep square. How important do you rate a player like this, Andy, coming into the tournament for Western Province? How valuable do you think a player like George Linda is coming into the setup halfway through the tournament?
You can't really overstate it, can you? It's he's so important with both bat and ball experience. He's as you mentioned, really good fielder. And takes the pressure off the captain. You know if you hand the ball to George, you know what you're going to get. And similarly when he goes out to bat. That's a good shot from Fillion to get him off the mark.
They would have played a lot of cricket against each other, Andy, so it's a fascinating contest. Brilliant over from Linda again, just showing his experience. And of course, Andy, he can not only take the pressure off the captain, but help the captain out. I mean, he's played around the world. He'll know, from a tactical point of view, he'll know as much as anyone in the world. So valuable, valuable experience. And Henson being actually at mid-on at the moment, probably talking to the bowlers a lot, sharing his knowledge.
So, last over of the day for Umbulelo Dubé. Thank you to James King for the info. He's from Guguletu and grew up playing for the Guguletu Hub and recently played for South Africa in the Hong Kong Sixes. Slower ball and it's come off the pad. Hardest is coming back for two and he will make it.
Yeah, what an impressive spell this has been. I mean, rarely gets it through a lot more than you think. That's been really good. It's interesting to see how Hardest plays this situation because we all know what he wants to do, but whether he's gonna launch or look to sort of build an innings, we'll have to wait and see.
Umpire Smith just remonstrating with the scorers who hadn't noticed that he'd signalled leg byes there. Chance of two here again. Fillion coming to the danger end and he's away.
Good running there again, Andy. So Andy, you've watched a lot of cricket over the years. In this current situation, what should Tuskers be aiming for? What do you think is realistic?
Well, I honestly don't think, with 7 overs left, all but 2 balls, that you're looking at a total. I think you're looking at, you don't want to lose another wicket. And yes, that doesn't mean you're going to block. But it's almost as if the final total is irrelevant. It'll take care of itself if you bat 7 overs.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more, Andy. It's a bit late to start trying to see how many runs and over you're wanting to get. Just sort of make sure you don't get bowled out. I mean, the best score is going to be the score where you just milk it around and not get bowled out.
Thrashing a little bit of life out of the pitch. Well played there by Cam Shackleton. First season of pro cricket then for Umbulelo Dubé, 20 years old.
I think there'll be a few eyebrows raised, Andy, with Dubé. I mean, he's impressing us a lot.
Whoops, didn't know much about that.
But if I was Dubé personally, I'd be a little bit pessimistic to bowl short balls to Hardest for you, and because if there is a chance that Dube has to face Hardisfield, and I don't question what Hardis will try to do to Dube. And it won't be fun.
Really good signing for the Tuskers, Hardisfield. He bowled like an absolute Trojan against the Dolphins in the 4-day game. On the final day of that match, with the Tuskers in with a chance of winning, they couldn't get the ball out of his hand. He just bowled and bowled and bowled and bowled. And
that's what Tuskers are going to have to rely on today. They've got an incredible bowling attack. You think to Pavilon, Parnell and Hardisfield are all wealth of experience and have all represented the Proteas at some point of time. Hardis has even played a bit of IPL cricket. So really valuable experience.
Oh, how about that for figures? And Bulelo Dube, 4 overs, 2 for 8.
And it wasn't like Andy, it was really, really well bowled.
Yeah. George Linder will continue. 68 for 7. 6 overs remaining. 10 and over? Is that possible? There goes the big hit that we've been waiting for, and it is all the way. Great hit from Hardisfield. He got all of that.
It was only a matter of time, wasn't it, Andy? It was either 6 or out for Hardis. It was a really good shot.
It was quality, wasn't it? I mean, that's not a snog.
Be interesting to see what Linder does now. You actually won't mind this. You'll be sensing another wicket here.
Leg stump Yorker with a bit of pace on it. That's beautifully played.
Linder won't mind being hit for 6 sometimes, Andy. You would have played against the top players in the world. You would have had it a few times. Won't really make him panic.
Oh, Hardis has got himself into double figures with that 6 hit, and that's a rarity in this innings. Shackleton is top scorer, 21 off 27. Happy this time to settle for 1.
Well, and if they keep going at their current run rate, they should get just over 100. And you never know, with a few early wickets, there's something to bowl at.
Yeah, but I mean, what you're saying suggests that they're playing on a snake pit, which it is not. And it's such an easier game when you know what you've got to score. One more, possible 2. Hardis will dictate it. Yeah, he's coming. He's keen, is Hardis.
Linder's definitely not giving that length for him to free his hands. Definitely dragged his length back. Well bowled by Linder, not giving Hardis room.
Hardis, of course, did a Lazarus act for the Tuskers in the last game here last week against the Titans. He came in when all was lost and smashed 32, and it got the Tuskers into the game. They didn't win it, but it got them into the game. Oh, he's looking for 2 again here. Yep, there he goes. That's good running. That's good batting as well.
Yeah, Andy, that's really good batting because he hit the 6, got the boundary, and then he realised all he needs to do is knock it around for 1 and 2 for the rest of the over, and that's exactly what he did.
12 off the over, 15 gone, 80 for 7. I shall leave you in the capable hands of Ben Jarvis with Vaughan van Jaarsveld.
Really good, impressive figures, Vaughan, for George Linder. 2 for 21 and 4. You would have played against him. What did you find sort of difficult playing against George?
The good thing with George is his experience. He knows the different guards of pace, the lines, the lengths. Like you said, I overheard, won't be mind getting hit for boundaries, but knowing that he's got a plan, he'll come back maybe a little bit slower, a little bit wider. Good to see that the experience is ever growing. You never stop learning in this game. As we see Nobby into the attack now, eventually.
Nicely worked from Shackleton. I mean, he's looking good, Vaughan. He's 23 of 29. He's become sort of really crucial here to bat the last 5 with hardest.
Yeah, we said that earlier, Ben. He is the key to this innings. Whatever the Tuskers are going to score, he's going to have to dictate that. And Hodges is no muck with the bat, so he doesn't mind looking for the boundary, but he'll also have the experience to get those singles, those twos. So he's got a good partner in Cam Shackleton. So almost want the Tuskers to get to that 120, 130, just to give themselves something to bowl at. Played around the corner from Cam Shackleton, deciding not to take the second. And also 3 singles already off this over, Ben. You want the scoreboard to keep ticking over. You don't want a clump of dot balls. You don't want to put yourself under immense pressure. Just keep it flowing all the way through. Those bad balls will come. He nearly got that right. He was looking up the ground.
That could have been big, Vaughan.
Yeah, Nobby bowling a slow ball. I'm just seeing it. Just dragging it in front of square for a single.
Yeah, he was probably trying to hit it between long on and deep mid wicket.
Cam Shackleton tries the same thing. Well bowled from Nobby. Just pulled his length back a little bit.
That's what's been impressive about the Western Province today. They've all stuck to their plans. They haven't tried to be too fancy. They've set a field and they've bowled to it. They've kept it quite simple.
Yeah, I think the only mishap was that 5 wides down the leg side. Well bowled from Matuakai and Nabe. Going for 4 in that over. There's 4 overs left, so you want the Tuskers to try and get as many runs as they can in the next couple of overs.
It is hot out there, Vaughan. Not surprised that they're having a drink. Proper, typical Maritzburg weather.
I think this is still mild. Maritzburg can get a hell of a lot hotter, especially when you're playing 4-day cricket here in January, February. Not much rain around. Clouds also seem to disappear.
Daniels is back into the attack.
So you see he's got a 3rd man up, point, cover and mid-off in the ring on the offside with a cover sweeper. He's got a fine leg, deep square, deep mid-wicket and a long on the leg side. So there's acres of space for these batters to score. Fillion going over mid-off. Not getting stuck in the ground this time, and it goes for 4. Welcome boundary for Tuskers, especially edging into those last 4 overs now. Partnership moves to 31.
Really crucial partnership here, Vaughan. It's a proper cricket shot from Hardis. And it was really good thinking because he obviously assessed all the boundary riders were on the leg side. So Daniels was going to target a stump. So he made some room to hit over mid-off. It was really clear thinking from Hardis and executed really well.
I think the nice thing is you can premeditate if the line and length is on middle and leg or shaping down the leg side. You then can premeditate and try and hit those gaps on the leg side. But anything straight, you've got so much. There's so many people in the ring. There's so many gaps to hit, and also not excluding the. Oh, that's well fielded. But Dube at fine leg, running into the tree. And that straighter line, you've got gaps on the floor, but you've also got gaps aerial. So the batters must just be careful. Don't want to premeditate too much. But there are spaces to score some runs. And there's opportunity to get those boundaries.
For those of you who have never watched a game at the Maritzburg Oval or on TV or come actually down to the ground, there is a tree on the field. It's not a mistake. It's been here for a long time. Your eyes are not deceiving you.
It's the first time I've seen they put a white circle around the tree. I think maybe just for safety reasons. Well played from Falun again. Into the cover sweeper. Seen a few fielders at fine leg run into the tree. Not on purpose. Anything hitting the leaf, interesting fact, anything hitting the leaves, so the overhanging leaves, and if it's going for 6 and it hits the leaves, it's 4. That's the only rule, and I always used to say, never hit it towards a tree.
And to right hand, it's actually in a good spot to actually hit a 6. It's around cow corner. Funny you should say that, Vaughan. Matthew Boast, who actually plays for the Warriors, he was playing a provincial game here when he was in high school, and he actually hit the top of the tree, and he didn't know about the rule. And he saw the umpire signal 4, and apparently he was really upset. And he got explained the rule, and he thought they were joking, but turns out they were being.
No, it's happened to me as well. I've seen a few others. Well played from Falun again, up the ground for another single. I was still playing for the Lions. Played a 4-day game here against the Dolphins. And the great Lance Klusen was batting. I was standing at Silly Point. Claude Henderson was bowling. And Lance Klusen decided to reverse sweep every single ball from Claude Henderson. One of them hit the tree, probably on the top. That's why he hit this reverse, almost like a switch hit. And he also said the same thing. He thought it was 6. Umpires came together and they had to explain the rule, like you say. And people, Dolphins weren't happy. Lance Klusen wasn't happy, but it's a very interesting. There used to be a ground in the UK that had a tree. Canterbury. Kent. Still there. Glad to hear from Andy that it's still there. Do you know anything about a lime tree?
I don't.
I don't either. I'm guessing it's probably big. Joshua Breert back into the attack. Oh. Huddersfield advancing. Unfortunately getting a bottom edge. That's Joshua Breert's first wicket in his 3rd over. Start of his 3rd over.
It's actually a big wicket, Vaughan, because I think they'd set up the partnership really nicely, and Hardis was actually looking to start launching that. So actually a really unlucky way to get out.
I was looking at that replay. He tried to hit that up the ground, so he wasn't even trying to look for the boundary. Just tucked him up for room. As you see there, he tried to almost force it through that mid-off region instead of going up maybe past Josh Brett on his right hand side towards long on. As we see Darren de Pavillon walking to the wicket now.
I wonder how they're going to play this. I wonder if Shackleton will try hog strike when he does get on strike.
I think he's going to have to. I'm sure Darren will try and rotate strike as best he can. No mug with the bat. Loves to bat. Those figures don't say much, but he does love batting.
They'll take a 5 now, Vaughan.
I think
Averaging 5. I think they would take that.
I'm hoping he gets more than his career best, just to help his team out.
They've still opted to go 5 out.
Interestingly, brought a slip in. Not a bad ploy, especially with 2 wickets left to get.
I wonder if Josh will try target his pads with the fielder move to mid-wicket. That is the perfect result for the Tuskers, actually. Getting Shackleton back on strike for 4 balls to face.
Cam Shackleton not interested in the second, even though it was an overthrow.
Western Province are still actually making a lot of noise in the field. They've been really good. The energy's been up right throughout the innings. Well bowled by Breed. I wonder, Vaughan, if Cam will think, he needs to hog the strike, and he probably needs to hit boundaries in between. I wonder if he'll try to be targeting that leg side with the leggy.
I don't think so much for this over, probably for the next 2. So once your 18th over's bowled, your 19th and 20th, you want Cam Shackleton to face most of the deliveries.
They're just having a conversation now. They probably would have talked about their plan. Pavillon's got 2 more balls to face.
I still think you must go try and get every run that you can. That's on offer. Well played from Darren. I think every run you get is another run that Western Province have to get when they come into bat. So be interesting to see who bowls the last 2 overs. I think then Cam might make that decision and try and hog the strike.
Oh.
Lucky
Breed
to
would have
get a single
been,
there.
Breed would have been disappointed with himself there, because now Shackleton's gone on strike for the next over. I'm sure Western Province would have liked to bowl to De Pavillon.
It's the end of Breed's 3rd over, 1 for 16. 4 from that and a wicket. Not a bad return for the leg spinner.
So I should imagine he could bowl the last one. It's be interesting to see what they do. I mean, that over was really good.
The projected score at the moment is 107. Try and get that to 110, 115. Maybe if they're lucky, even 120. See a good over from one of the last 2.
Nabi is back into the attack. He's got a deep square, cow, long on.
Definitely running 2 here with these 2. Well placed from Cam Shackleton. Yeah, he's going back to that, what Daniels had to say, long on deep mid wicket, deep square, and a fine leg. Almost.
Interesting to see what Shackleton does here. I mean, he probably knows Nabi's plan.
Shot.
Just one down to deep square.
Feeling he should have hit that a little bit later. That is the 100 up for the Tuskers, 100 for 8 after 18.2 overs. Cam Shackleton being the mainstay on 30, not out, of 38 balls. So we see that deep mid wicket coming into the ring for Darren de Pavlon. Third man going back down. Oh, misfield from George Linder. And de Pavlon did it for 4.
Very valuable runs. Tuskers will take that, Vaughan, no doubt. Very unusual for Linda, must say.
You know, but also out of picture, he's standing on that cut strip. As we pan out there, you can see just a bit of a weird bounce. Hasn't bounced the way he was anticipating. But the Tuskers will love that. I think Cam Shackleton missed out on a single there. Of a fumble from Dan Smith, the keeper.
2 balls left here. Vaughan. Maybe potentially just to Pavlon a license to try hit another boundary. And then Shackleton keeps strike.
I think so. There's a massive gap at mid wickets. Mid wickets very close, Edward Moore. I think anything in front of square on the leg side. There's a massive gap from long on to deep square. Or hopefully gives him a bit of room outside off stump.
Or ball from Nabi.
Another slower ball into the wicket. I think if Darren didn't try and give himself some room, he could have hit that to the leg side. So we see third man coming back up for the last ball. Deep mid wicket going back to the fence.
Yeah, Vaughan, so they're probably allowing Pavlon to get the 1 if he wants it.
He's almost got a hit. You feel he's almost going to hit a 2 or a 4. Don't know if he's going to get a 6. But you never know. Spin. Interesting that Cam Shackleton took the single. Probably backing his partner to get a single of the next delivery. So end of the 19th over, 105 for 8. You almost feel that if Cam Shackleton can face 5 deliveries of these last over, try and get to that 50 not out, give his team something to bowl at. I think they'll take another 5-10 runs. I think they'll be happy with that.
I must say I'm quite surprised they have opted to take the single, let de Pavlon start facing this over. I would have thought they wanted Shackleton on strike.
Interesting to see a leg spinner bowling the last over of a T20.
Well, ball from Breeder, a little bit quicker. And de Pavlon was only looking to do one thing on the last over, and that's classic modern day advice in T20s from a leg spinner. Just try hit the stumps. You miss, I hit. When you ask Adam Zampa what his number 1 method is in short form cricket, it's just to hit the stumps, and that's exactly what Breed did. It was very well bowled.
You see the debutant walking to the crease now. Tapiso and Glela. homegrown boy.
He'll have a job to do later with the ball. He could see this as an opportunity to get some runs to help himself later.
Just needs to get bats on ball. Get Cam Shackleton on strike. Try and capitalise on the last 4 balls.
Be quite nervous for him. Tabiso, hoping to get off strike quickly.
I think he'll be alright now. I think the nerves will start when he's marking out his run up, getting ready to bowl. I think that's when it will hit him.
Left-hander Vaughan. Tabiso. Guess it's a good matchup for him, ball turning in.
Should be easier to get a single.
Western Province wouldn't have seen many footage of him batting, so they won't know what he's like with the bat.
I think Cam Shackleton is just hoping and praying that he gets some bat on it. It's down to a sweeper maybe.
Josh Breed will want to finish his spell well. He's 2 for 16 off 3.2 at the moment. That's really impressive going.
Googly, well played. Your first professional runs, well done. Tabiso getting off strike.
So no doubt now Shackleton will be looking to hit a boundary. Probably see what his options are.
He's going to have to try something.
Potentially, I don't know if he plays the sweep shot, but it could be on.
I think the way he's played that lofted drive over cover might be an option. Give yourself some room.
They're going to look to go 2. And the umpire's given it out. That's Tuskers' innings complete. 106 all out after 19.4 overs. That's quite disappointing, Vaughan. They would have wanted to do a lot better than that. Yeah.
I think they've got to thank Cam Shackleton and Hodges Viljoen for that partnership. I think if there was no partnership there, it would be less than 100. So they've sort of put something on the board, but not enough, I don't think. But it's the old adage in saying they've got the runs on the board. The Western Province still have to score. There's a lot of high fives in that Western Province huddle at the moment. They're happy with their work so far. It's up to their batters to finish the job off. And vice versa. I think the Tuskers might be sitting in that change room going, oh, maybe 20, 30 runs short. But we've got the ball in hand. We can maybe make something happen. We can take a few quick wickets, put them under pressure. So we'll have a 10-minute break, and when we come back, we'll be the run chase of the World Sports Betting Western Province. We'll see you in a bit.
That is ready. Play, gents.
So here we go. This is Sean Whitehead. And Eddie Moore puts bat on ball and takes a very sneaky single.
That's really good running there, Andy. Really good way to start his innings. Edward Moore wanted to get off strikes straight away. And of course, he's coming off a brilliant 100 he scored the other day, Andy. I think it was 105, his Titans.
Yep, good player. And that 105 off 53 balls with 9 fours and 7 sixes.
A tad slow, I think,
So
Andy. I think
you might say he's in nick. So Pietermaritzburg facing now, 22-year-old right-hander. And a little bit of curve on that.
He's an enjoyable player to watch, Valentine, and he's quite easy on the eye. And when he gets going, he can really time the ball well. So Moore, Andy, actually plays a lot of... I think he's been playing for about 5 years, club cricket in England.
In the air and safe. Might not go for 4. There's a long chase. Marcelo Pete is after it. He's not going to get there.
It's a good shot from Moore. Yeah, and Andy, all the stats from his club cricket in England, it's just him averaging over 60 in every club he's played at. So he's no slouch with the bat. He's a good player.
They love South Africans in English club cricket and always have done. So what you're seeing here, I think, is Western Province having a go in the power play. They'd like to try and get a bonus point from this game. Oh, there's a nick. No slip in place. It's a long chase for Darren de Pavillon. He'll bring it in and they come back for 2.
It's actually a good matchup for Moore, the left arm off spin turning into him. He actually won't mind this to begin with. It's a good start from Province.
I think if they had more runs to defend, they would have had a slip in place there, in which case he's in business. But they can't afford it with only 107 to defend. And Province have done really well in this over, just putting bat on ball and sneaking down the other end.
I must say, Andy, I mean, I know it's only been 5 balls, but there's not a lot of chatter out there from the Tuskers. The energy does seem a bit down. They're probably needing an early wicket to change the momentum.
Good finish to the over from Whitehead, but it's gone for 9. And at the same stage, the Tuskers were 7 for 1. So 9 without loss, it might not sound a lot, but the problem for the Tuskers was that they lost a wicket in each of the first 4 overs, and they were 21 for 4. And really, there was no recovery from that.
Darren de Pavillon into the attack.
Yeah, bowling from the college end where he went to school.
I can't imagine it's very fun facing him, Andy.
Well, he's bowled really well. Really good signing for the Moothee Ram Tuskers this year. Both he and Hardisville Yun sharing the new ball with oodles of experience. And Darren de Pavillon, I think, with something to prove. One of those guys played for South Africa, but probably spent too long injured in his career. But he's still young enough to really make this move count. Here he comes, bowling to Moore. And there's that trademark swing straight away. But it's well played by Moore, and he's going to pick up 4. Is he? No, Marcelo Pete has got there.
Well
and
done
they
from
come back
Pete.
for 3.
Yeah, Andy, I know quite a funny story about Dan de Pavillon. So he does play club cricket around the area, and the club I play for, Howick, I wasn't playing that game, but one of the Howick players went out and Darren was bowling, and he was really frightened, and he actually hit a really nice boundary to Darren first ball, the half volley, and let's just say the next couple of deliveries weren't very friendly.
Slip in place for de Pavillon. That'll be a wide. It swung wider. Really friendly bowling conditions. With a lot of cloud overhead. There's quite a stiff breeze blowing, allowing de Pavillon to move the ball away from the right-hander. And if they had 135, you wouldn't write the Tuskers off in this game, but I just feel that 107 is 30 runs short. Edged, and it's gone between keeper and slip. And Tando Zuma is the keeper. Cameron Shackleton, who's done the job for most of the season, is in the outfield today.
That's disappointing, Andy. That would have been such a good start for Tuskers if they were able to take a wicket early on. That's quite a big chance missed. They need every opportunity to go to hand if they're wanting to win this game, so that's not ideal at all. It was really well bowled by de Pavillon.
I think, to be fair, that was the keeper's catch, but it was very low. Oh, there's that extravagant swing again. Chances they throw at the non-striker's end, but they're home. You know, on another day, perhaps a 4-day game, you'd be looking at the balls hooping for de Pavillon, and you'd have 3 slips and a gully out there. This is a 20-over game.
As you can see, the missed chance by Zuma was really well bowled at Pavillon. It swung away from Valentine, enticing him into the drive. It was a real test match length there, Andy. And he is getting into shape.
I'm watching Mikey Erlang at slip talking to his keeper about where each of them should be standing. A little bit too short this time from de Pavillon, and they will come back for 2. That's Cameron Shackleton out on the boundary.
I'm quite surprised, Andy, they haven't opted to open bowling up front with Wayne Parnell. I mean, he's actually made a bit of a career out of being able to move the white ball, and he's got that left arm action.
I think they threw the dice. They thought George Linder did a job for Province. Let's give Sean Whitehead a go. I don't think you'll see him bowl another one. Chance of 2 here? No, they're quite happy with 1. Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me to see Parnell come on at the doozy end next over. maybe we'll see Hardisfield or perhaps we'll see Fillion and De Pavillon exchanging roles at the college end. Whitehead, of course, I'm reminded, also opened the bowling in Potch the other day. Ball not really carrying through to Zuma there. End of the over. So it's 18 without loss. At the same stage, the Moothee Ram Tuskers were 10 for 2.
Good start for Western Province, Andy. They've got a bit of luck. Drop catch. Inside edge that didn't get chopped on. And there's already a big dent into the score. I mean, this is the thing with a low score. 1 or 2 good overs from the Western Province, and there's already, a big portion dented.
So there's the answer. It is going to be Hardisfield from the doozy end. It looks like they've given him a gully rather than a slip. Then we've got cover on the boundary and deep square. Oh, and that's beautifully bowled. It's opened them up like a can of beans.
Really nice shape on that, Andy. You could see it out the hand. It was really nice. Just watch for Hardis' short ball. He has got a deep square. Could be thinking about bowling a short ball quite soon, and he has got the pace to do it.
Well, it's all about wickets now, isn't it? They're going to lose if they don't take wickets. So you've got to find a way. There is that deep square, and they pick up the single. So these two are exchanging the strike very cleverly.
More on strike.
Hardis was a very unhappy camper when he got out with the bat earlier today. First ball of a new spell from the leg spinner, and he wasn't even trying to hit him. He was just trying to push him down the ground. Missed it.
Interesting, Hardis is still opting to go over the wicket here.
A little bit of shape again.
Yeah, Andy, it's interesting. I think with the overhead conditions, they actually are getting the ball to move in the air. Obviously, we all know it's really difficult to swing the white ball, but it's certainly shaping. So they are looking to actually bowl that fuller length. Could potentially do with a slip. Particularly, as you said, they need to take wickets. They're not going to win the game by bowling dots.
In the air for quite a long time there. Fielded by Wayne Parnell. It's interesting to see a quick bowler bowling with third man and fine leg inside the circle in the power play.
Yeah, and it's actually a modern sort of field. They came up with it a few years ago. They drop a sort of deep cover and deep square.
Oh, beautifully bowled, and that is bounced twice on the way through to Tando Zuma.
I think he might have had an inside edge there. Anyway, Andy, the idea behind having the deep square and the deep cover with the 2 men out in the power play is that the batsman's best shot would only get 1. And then if there's anything else like an outside edge, they'll accept that or go for 4. But their best shot should only go for 1 in the power play.
Well, how do you upset a quick bowler? You let an edge go for 4. Oh, that's well fielded. That should probably have saved a boundary there.
I think
That's not a bad over at all from Hardisfield. Just 2 runs from it. 20 without loss at the same stage. Moothee Ram Tuskers 14 for 3. It's quite gloomy out there now, and the weather forecast suggests that there's a bit of rain coming our way, but I don't think it's going to affect the game. What would they have to bowl? 6 overs, I think, to constitute a match? If this was a 4-day game, I think the umpires would be getting a bit itchy.
I must say, Andy, I'm still surprised they haven't opted with Parnell with the way he moves the ball and the gloomy conditions.
Oh, beats the inside edge this time. Well, I think, to be fair, De Pavillon swings the ball naturally. Hardisfield is more of a seam bowler, but we've seen shape from him in that first over, and shape away from the right-hander into the left-hander. And I would give them their head. They've been the men for the Tuskers this year, and allow Wayne Parnell to come in and replace one of these two at some stage. It's one of the immutables of cricket. No matter how the game changes, if you've got somebody who can bowl outswing at a decent pace, you've always got a chance of getting a wicket.
Interesting to note, Andy, Edward Moore was actually born and raised in Kruger. I don't know if you know that part of the world.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so it's right next to Kenton-on-Sea. It's one of the best places to go for a New Year's party.
Ah, you're a beach boy, are you? Scooting through for a leg by. Yeah, he's a grey boy, isn't he? Grey high.
Yeah, it's just a very nice part of the world. If you ever get the opportunity, Andy, it's worth a visit. Beaches are really nice there.
Valentine Kitime, on the other hand, is from Potchefstroom. Went to Saints in Potch. And got his maiden first-class 100 against the Dolphins earlier this year in the 4-day contest.
Yeah, as I said earlier, Andy, he's a really nice player to watch, Valentine, when he gets going. He's got a decent technique, and he's still young, so he's got a lot of years ahead of him.
I think I'm right in saying that game against the Dolphins, 4-day game, was the one that the Dolphins won by one wicket. And Ethan Bosch got 50 not out to win the game for the Dolphins. Tremendous finish on the final day. Yeah, he's beaten the outside edge there. The feet didn't move terribly well.
Pavillon's pace does seem up, and he's certainly up for a contest.
He was, Vaughan Fanny-Arsfeld and I were commentating on him in the 4-day game at Kingsmead when the Tuskers had a draw against the Dolphins, and on a pitch that was largely blameless, De Pavillon bowled magnificently every time they gave him the ball, and he was just head and shoulders above everybody else. Oh, what a delivery that is. What did that do? I mean, it just ballooned through to the keeper.
I'm still trying to work out what actually happened there, Andy. That was a really good ball. It looked like it sort of just popped on a full length.
Let's have a look at it here. Oh,
Andy, that has hit something on the pitch.
It's at a footmark or something,
yeah,
isn't it?
That's quite extraordinary.
Single run off the over, 21 without loss. Well, here's something to talk about. 21 without loss at the same stage. The Tuskers were also on 21, but they were 4 down.
There are definitely some demons in the pitch, Andy. That was interesting. Took us both off guard, actually. So there's that field again, Andy. They've got that sort of, say, deep point, deep cover, and then that deep square.
In the air and safe, falling in no man's land. Back for 2. Once again, you can see the ball swinging.
I think Tuskers players seem to be making a little bit more noise out there actually at the moment, because I think they've sensed that it's not too easy. The conditions aren't.
Well, 9 runs off each of the first 2 overs, and since then, 3 runs off the next 2 overs. That's a wide, though. And there's the thing about T20 cricket, is it doesn't take too much for the balance to tilt one way or the other, because it's such a short form of the game. You bowl 4 overs for 4 runs, there's pressure on the batting side.
Yeah, it's Moore gets 1.
Oh, it's a shocker of a throw. I think that's the debutant.
It's
It's
a game of fine balance, Andy. It can sway either way very quickly, and it often comes down to a moment or two. T20 cricket, and you're never out of the game.
Oh, looking for the Yorker, beautifully bowled. Bowls a heavy ball, does Hardisvillian.
Certainly the Tuskers' strength is their bowling lineup. I mean, you've got 3 guys who've all bowled and played for Proteas. You know, it's not Valentine and Moore going out to bat there. They're not unaware of how good Tuskers' bowling lineup is.
Little change in the field. Covers coming into the ring, and man going back at deep mid-wicket.
He might target those pads again, Andy.
Yeah, you're right. He's spanked it away for 4, though. It's a full toss. Good shot.
That was that timing I was talking about with Valentine, Andy. He's a nice play on the eye. He really times the ball well. Looked like he hardly hit that and it flew. I know Hardis has got some pace, but it was it was well played.
Yeah, and just like that, that little bit of pressure that was starting to be exerted is gone. Slower ball this time, and this might be 4 more. He's got fine leg inside the circle, and it is 4 down between the stanchion and the tree.
That's definitely a release of pressure now, and yeah, that wasn't too well bowled by Hardis. He will be upset with himself about that. Easy pickings for a player like Valentine.
Yeah, I think there's 1 delivery left in his second over, and we might see the change at the end of this. I'd be very surprised if they take De Pavillon off. In these kind of conditions, you might as well give him 4 in a row, and while the ball is swinging. Yeah, he's looking for that Yorker all the time, isn't he? And this time nearly hold out at mid-on. So there we go, 5 overs gone. I will take a break, and Ben, you'll be joined by Vaughan.
Vaughan, welcome back to the commentary box, as it were. What do you make of the situation? Western Province have started off to a steady start. Only 75 runs more needed.
Yeah, the Western Province batters, I think the Tuskers will look at it and go, that's how we should have started. There aren't any demons in the pitch, so shot selection, frame of mind, they just maybe look in the mirror and just double check themselves. As you see Eddie Moore hitting that straight over mid-on, just flicking it over mid-on, not getting all of it. That is settling for 2. Yeah, I think they'd sit after the game and just ponder, did we have the right mindset? Did we go about starting our innings the right way? These guys haven't really played a shot in anger yet. So it's just something that the Tuskers can take into their last 2 games. Try and better their performance of today.
Ooh. well stopped by De Pavlon. As you can see on the screen earlier, it is quite gloomy out there. The ball has been moving a little bit, and it's not fun to bat in gloominess like this, so it'll certainly help the Tuskers case.
I think with that gunshot there, they're seeing the ball well enough. De Pavlon taking some evasive action. Almost running into the line of the ball. Luckily getting a hand to it.
Good running from Moore. That's good cricket. He noticed straight away that there was an opportunity for a single, and he didn't hesitate. Vaughan, certainly Moore seems like a player that likes to get on with it.
I think both of them sort of complement each other well. Kitime also likes to get bats on ball, but more circumspect. Eddie Moore probably has 2 gears, 1 and 5. Nothing really in between, but he has learnt that soft touch game, which is good. I think if the opportunity is there, you might as well express yourself as best you can. It's well bowled again from De Pavlon. Searching for that Yorker.
De Pavlon seems in good rhythm. This is his 3rd over, Vaughan, so they're not saving many for him to bowl later on.
No, you don't have to. You've got him, how does Wayne, you've got the debutant that can also bowl. You've got Whitehead, you've got Gilson, so you've got enough in your stock.
Mikey can also bowl, Erlang can also bowl a few.
Very true. I mean, you've got enough in your stock. Your best bowler is in rhythm. He's bowling well, he's bowling fast. Let him try and break the back of this Western Province team.
He's not quite timing it more. He seems to be going quite hard at it. He's getting frustrated with himself. Still manages to get the single. Yeah, and obviously Wayne's a good new ball bowler, but he's also good at the depth later on. He's got a whole bunch of tricks he can use.
Yeah, I think especially overhearing you guys earlier, he got to a stage in his career where he wasn't comfortable bowling with a new ball. So he sort of worked on his skills in the middle, at the end. And he's a freaking good death bowler. He's very good with varying his pace. He knows where he's going to pitch the ball, where he wants it to go, what he wants the batsman to do. It'll be interesting to watch him bowl a little bit later.
It's really well bowled from De Pavlon. Unlucky to not get something more from that over. Certainly putting the Western Province batsman under pressure. But it's a solid start from Western Province. It's going to be an uphill battle from here, Vaughan.
Yeah, and you see now there's a change here. Marcelo Pitt coming to the attack. So they've got enough in their stock, trying to get through as many overs as possible, trying to put the Western Province batters under pressure. Almost got to get to a stage where you're bowling, your bowlers are bowling 1 over at a time. Just making sure that the batters don't target anybody, not get used to anybody. Maybe that's up Mikey Erlang's sleeve, we don't know. It would just be something, especially on a wicket like this, that is a bit too paced. Just to make sure that the Western Province batters are always asking that question. What is the wicket going to do now? We've got a different bowler. What is he doing? So you've just got to try and think outside the box. I think if they just go one-dimensional, I think this game will end quite quickly. That's an absolutely brilliant cricket shot. Valentino Kitime hitting that ball straight over Pitt's head for maximum. What a great cricket shot.
That was nice to watch for, and that was really impressive actually.
It's almost like he's on the first tee box at Pietermaritzburg Country Club. In the slot.
And how's that for Marcelo Piet? Welcome to the game. How are you doing, type of thing?
Welcome to the crease. Nice way to get the over started. Oh, he's gone aerial again. It's another 6. Wide of long on. Just saw Hudders before he chased that ball, suggesting to the captain to drop, I think, himself to the long on boundary. Another great cricket shot, not overhitting it. Looking at this replay, standing nice and tall, hitting through the line of the ball, and it just kept sailing over the ropes.
Unfortunately, you can't hear it as well at home, but the way it's sounding with Valentine's bat sounds like a gunshot. Those 2 6s, what were impressive, Vaughan, is it didn't even look to overhit it at all, as you're saying. He just timed it well. Didn't look to force it, and it flew off the bat.
I think Eddie Moore can take some I wouldn't say advice from that, but just looking at the way his partner's hitting or striking the ball, doesn't have to try and overhit it. He's strong enough. He times the ball well enough. So he hits that through the covers.
Yeah, I agree with you, Vaughan. Moore does seem to be forcing the issue. Just needs to time it. I mean, he got that 100 the other day for a reason. He's a good player. He just needs to back himself and not try too hard.
He's almost got to come back to earth. Just I've scored my 100. Start again. Every game is different. Every situation is different. Katimi giving himself room.
It's actually,
Pitt hitting that block hole length.
It's actually very well bowled by Pitt, because he saw Valentine giving himself room and followed him. So Valentine's clearly seen an opportunity here to really put Pitt under pressure, and I think he's clocked into gear and he's just going to go.
I think if he gets any width, he's going to have another go. As I say that, he's swiveled on the back foot. He's hit that about 30 meters past the boundary. Sounded like a windscreen from a car. Hopefully not, unfortunate.
Yeah, Vaughan, I mean, he probably sensed opportunity, one big over in a chase like this, and that's killed the game almost. You can't see Tuskers really getting back into this. That was a sensed an opportunity to really get his team on the upper hand.
And the nice thing with that shot as well, Ben, is looking at the replay here, sets himself early, and it's just the timing, the swing of that bat, letting the ball hit the bat instead of forcing it, duly flying way over the boundary rope. And I do think he did hit a car. I feel sorry for the owner of that vehicle. So we see a change on the far end. Sean Gilson coming into the attack.
Sean's had a decent season so far. Played a magnificent innings versus Dolphins earlier on. You can see Erlang is definitely sort of trying to find a way back in this game and is struggling a bit to find the solution.
You almost think as a captain you've got to just throw everything at the sink now. Get a part-time bowler on. Somebody that just bowls in the nets or doesn't bowl at all. Just something, just try and break Western Province momentum. Something that these batters wouldn't have seen. It's almost just too easy at the moment. Oh no, there's a mix-up. Luckily, a bit of a fumble. Eddie Moore nearly sending his teammate back to the change room.
It's a good opportunity for Gilson to try and get his team back in the game. Vaughan Gilson actually studied at the University of Pretoria and captained Tuck's first team for a while, and then couldn't quite crack the nod with the Titans, so moved down to the Dolphins and couldn't get a lot of a lot of games in a row at Dolphins, so made the move down to Tuskers, and he's done pretty well.
It's well bowled. Yeah, you almost, Ben, you've got to go where the opportunities lead you. If you want to play regular first team cricket, you've got to make those types of decisions.
Yeah, I think it was a smart move because now he's getting Division 1 professional cricket, which is not easy to get. So he made the move down to Tuskers and then was part of them getting promoted, and now he's playing proper domestic cricket, which is good for him. That's really good cricket from Western Province.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Eddie Moore has learnt that soft touch. Just letting the ball hit the bat. It's okay if you get a single. Don't have to go at 150 miles an hour every single ball. Sometimes you're not timing it. Get your single, get onto the other side.
This is good from Sean. Building a little bit of pressure. Only 3 from it. You want to finish well. That's the important thing.
Can see me advancing. Hitting it wide of long on. Only settling for 1. Good fielding in the end.
Good.
End of the 8th over. Western Province are 63 with our loss.
Good over for Tuskers, but that's sensible batting, Vaughan. They know that they don't need to go at a ridiculous speed. They can just milk it if they want to. They're playing with quite a lot of responsibility, and they really want to get this job done properly.
So if you look at the way it's setting it up, they only need 3.8 and over. So if they're going at 4s without any risk, there's not much else they need to do. Just keep it simple. Sean Whitehead coming back into the attack.
Whitehead's got seems like a deep square, cow, long on, long off, sweeper regulation or field for spinner.
There we go. He's got him. Katime playing all around that. Almost looked like a little bit of a slower one. Well bowled. Stump to stump, which we saw in the first innings, worked quite well for the Western Province bowlers. Sean Whitehead getting the first wicket for the Tuskers, as we see here. Just holding it back a little bit, getting it off the pad, crashing into the stumps. Send it into Katime, 37 of 25.
It's really well batted by Valentine. He did a really good job for his team. I mean, taking apart Marcelo Piet, it really dented the Tuskers total. And his team will be really happy with him. He would be disappointed not to go on to get his 50, but he certainly did his job. Josh Van Heerden makes his way to the crease. St Albans old boy. Interesting, Vaughan. Josh actually has played international cricket, but not for the country you'd think. He's represented Germany in a decent amount of games. And it was just by chance. He had a German passport and he was going over to the UK to play club cricket, and his agent realized he had a German passport, so his agent was actually friends with the German coach at the time and told the German coach, and Germany flew him out from England to play for Germany in Spain.
Oh, lovely. So we have an overseas professional. Good start from Van Heerden.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if you want to play international cricket. It doesn't really matter who for. If you get to play it, you get to play it. You can always tell people you represented a country.
100%. International cricket is international cricket. Whether you play for South Africa, Germany, Portugal, Italy, Spain.
And I believe he wants. That's the end of the over. It is 69 for 1.
Tuskers were 47 for 5. So you probably think the coaches will be sitting in that change room after the game just going, guys, is this the way we want to carry on playing? Or that's how we should be approaching our innings? Especially if you're trying to set. You don't want to be bowled out 2 balls before your 20th over. And you also don't want to be 21 for 4 after 3 or 4 overs anyway. I think they'll all have that honesty chat after the game. Well,
Yeah,
going from Eddie Moore.
It comes down to cricket maturity. I mean, a lot of those wickets in the Tuskers innings were not great cricket shots. They weren't necessarily problems getting them out. It was lack of clear decision making and wrong shot at the wrong time. They really just needed 2 guys to knuckle down for a good 8-10 overs and then look to launch, and they could never do that because they kept losing wickets. And every time they gained a bit of momentum, they'd lose another wicket.
It's almost that saying, a soft wicket. It's getting yourself out.
Yeah, I think they'll be disappointed with this Tuskers. I mean, if they are to lose the game. I mean, in all sport, you are going to lose, but it's about how you lose, and I don't think they'll be happy at the moment with the way they've played, because they haven't been outplayed. I think they've dug themselves a hole.
Pitching outside leg stump. Not going to get many LB decisions from coming around the wicket.
I think Gilson coming around the wicket's just trying to cramp him for rim.
Oh, lovely reverse sweep. Brilliant fielding. Unfortunately, in vain. Kicks the soundboard in disgust. A good effort from the debutant. Just unfortunately letting the ball roll on once he got up. A valiant chase. Good dive. Just unfortunately couldn't grab hold of the ball.
Interesting, Vaughan. We haven't seen too many sweeps and reverse sweeps today.
I think that's the first one. It's gone again. Top edge. Oh no. Oh no.
Hardest for Ewan has dropped an absolute dolly. I don't think he'll be too chuffed with that. Probably wants to try hide, and there is nowhere to hide, unfortunately.
Another reverse sweep. Or fielded there in the deep.
I think.
But it's also one of those, Ben, where you don't put the mockers on anybody, but just before he set himself, he moved back. So you almost feel that his eyes weren't watching the ball all the way into his hands. Should have grabbed that, unfortunately.
That's well bowled by Gilson.
Sounded like an edge.
Turning away from the left-hander. I'm going to leave you guys and put you in the good hands of the great Andy Capistano. Years and years of experience, as I've said earlier. And he'll be with you for the next while.
Thank you. All right, VVJ. I think the important thing to mention here is that World Sports Betting Western Province need another 20,
33.
33, not in 10 overs, in 6 overs. They need to get it in 16 overs to get a bonus point.
Hopefully they've been told that. You don't want to let a bonus point slip away from you.
Well, especially where they are in the season, played 4, won 2, lost 2. if it's going to come down to run rates at the end, you'd rather it came down to bonus points.
Another reverse sweep from Van Heerden.
Plays that shot well, doesn't he?
He's the only one that's played one of those unconventional shots, and he looks at ease doing so.
Yeah, and if the ball's in the right place, as it was here, it's a free hit.
I thought he almost would have gone the conventional sweep.
Yeah. Nature of the beast, though, isn't it? It's a premeditated shot. You can see how much room he's giving himself outside leg stump before the ball is delivered every time. That's a good shot.
Over cover.
Back for two. So Tuskers are very close to the last chance saloon here. They've got 2 matches left, one of which will be here on Saturday against the Warriors. And they've got to win both those games to have any chance at all of making it through to the knockout stages. As for Western Province, they next play on Sunday against the Dolphins down at Newlands. That's out. Oh, not given.
Outside the line.
Okay, fair enough. I'll buy that.
He's gone for that conventional sweep. They're only sitting with a sort of a deep square. Let's have a look at the replay. Gets that left foot outside the line. He's
just about got away with it, hasn't he? I think DRS would have been very interesting.
100%. In saying that, Andy, you saw him go for the conventional. They only had a deep square in front of square and not a deep square and a cow, so there was plenty of space if he just got a bit of wood on it. I just think he needs to stand a little bit still at the crease. He's moving around a little bit too much, almost becoming mandatory. You want him to stand still and then obviously premeditate if he wants to sweep or reverse sweep.
So 81 for 1 from 11. Target is 108, and they want to get it in the next 5 overs for a bonus point.
I don't think any messages have gone out to the middle.
Well, I would imagine it's something they spoke about at half time. If we get away to a good start, which they did.
We hope so. We hope it's been spoken about.
I bow to your professional experience.
Sometimes they don't. Well bowled from Gilson again.
Looking for 2, that's not there. I must say it's very dark out there now.
I think even if they had to switch the lights on, it wouldn't help.
No. There's the conventional sweep. Oh, horrible bounce. Well covered by Sean Whitehead.
He's timed that very well. Looks very comfortable playing those sweep, reverse sweep, looking for singles.
And as you say, we haven't seen anybody else today playing that shot.
Haven't seen much of a power game from Van Heerden, except a one over mid-on.
There's the reverse again. This time a bit of a top edge, but he's got enough on it for 4.
Eddie Moore joining in, getting that over Wayne Parnell's head at the point fielder.
Yeah, talking about Parnell, Ben and I were speculating when he might bowl. Well, apparently he hasn't bowled in the last 2 games, so there's a possibility, I guess, that he's injured. We will try and find out before Saturday's game.
If he is injured, that's a pity. End of the 12th over, 88 for 1.
So 20 to win. 5 and over to get the bonus point. Really shouldn't be a problem. There's the summary of the day. Cameron Shackleton played very well for his 31 not out of 39. But, probably the star was Umbalelo Dubé, who bowled 4 overs and took 2 for 9. And really did bowl magnificently. And the two spinners, Britt and Linda, were tough to get away and picked up wickets.
You see the debutant coming in and having a bowl. Tabiso Nglela, local boy.
Comes through the Sweetwaters hub. Sweetwaters, the township between Pietermaritzburg and Hilton. And finished his schooling at St Charles. Yeah, making his T20 debut. He's played a little bit of 50 over cricket. Little bit of a hiding to nothing when the opposition are 88 for 1.
Nice to get the ball at your home ground, even if it's just maybe 4 and over. I'm sure the memory will stick with him for a long, long time.
He's going to be bowling to Eddie Moore. Oh. A clean bit of fielding there, and that was trouble because it was straight to the fielder. There was never a run there. Still, like you were saying earlier in the Western Province bowling innings about you release your first ball in professional cricket, you hope it hits the cut bit.
Definitely.
Beautifully bowled. Lovely Yorker.
Yeah, you've got your first ball grace, so if it's a full toss, or okay, that's you put that behind you. Your very next ball needs to hit the cut piece and sort of close to the stump somewhere. And he's done just that. Bustles in quite nicely.
I'll tell you a story about a first ball in first class cricket after this delivery. One more. Back in the early 80s, I think it might even have been 1981, Gloucestershire gave a debut to a young fella called Robert Charles Russell, known to the world as Jack. Jack Russell was from Stroud, and he made his debut in a 3-day game against a touring team, and Mike Whitney was guesting for Gloucestershire. That's in the air, and it is safe. They will come back for 2. Mike Whitney bowled left arm over, and during that same season he got called into the Australian side, where he ran into a rampant Ian Terence Botham and got smashed all over the place. But nobody knew very much about Mike Whitney, and very few people knew about Jack Russell. So Jack Russell didn't know where to stand. First of all, he didn't know how quick this lad was, and he wasn't getting a lot of help from his co-players. Full toss is hammered away for 1. So anyway, he watched how far Mike Whitney went back. He was left arm seamer, and he guessed pretty well where the carry might go to. Well, the first ball didn't hit the cut bit on the leg side, and it went for 4 wides down to the sight screen. and I was a photographer in those days, and I was looking through my large lens at Jack Russell's face as he got up covered in dust, thinking to himself, so this is first class cricket.
Yeah, there's always that first ball grace. Then you just got to get back into your game.
Well, I thought that was a tidy over from the debutant. Got it up into the strike zone. Didn't bowl any rubbish. And something to work on there. 94 for 1.
Yeah, they've got 3 overs left, Andy.
I think they're on track, aren't they? 14 off 3. Funny, we were talking about Eddie Moore's century off 50 balls in his last game. He's at no stage in this innings has he looked fluent.
No, not at all.
And yet he's there and he's got runs. And I mean, I don't need to tell you. There are times in your career where you just have to milk it.
You got to and try and be patient in doing that as well, because it can sometimes be frustrating. You got to sort of stick it out for as long as possible. Almost in a T20, you try and get to a certain score and then try and get more free flowing. Try and hit those boundaries. Try and hit it in areas where you are comfortable in hitting. And it's just good to see him go through. He's on 34 now, and he's gone through all of it. He's tried to get the singles. Bad ball went for 4.
Sean Whitehead has changed ends, coming in from the college end now.
Well bowled, a little bit slower. Just making Van Heerden almost fetch it from the middle of the wicket.
Quicker ball this time, straight out of the meat this time, and into the hands of Mike Erlang at mid-wicket. Lots of air, lots of turn as well.
There we go. I still think Van Heerden can stand still. He's got acres of space to hit it up the ground, through the covers. There's no one standing anywhere near.
This time it's an old-fashioned bunt down to long on. Almost for the first time in the innings, you're seeing the Western Province batters just a little bit frustrated. And these are the circumstances where you can get a wicket. They're thinking less about playing the bowling than they are about what's on the scoreboard.
100%.
This time he's missed his favourite reverse.
It's a good over from Whitehead, only one coming from it.
Just shows what might have been again, doesn't it?
13 off 2 for the bonus points.
Well, there's absolutely no excuse, is there? You've got 9 wickets in hand. You want 13 off 12 deliveries. If you don't get them, you're walking home to Cape Town. Tabiso and Layla will bowl his second over, and I suspect he knows what's coming.
Do you feel for the debutant? Try and get a wicket, yeah, for the youngster?
Yeah, well, we saw in his first over, he's not shy to get it up there. He's looking for the leg stump Yorker. Yeah, well bowled. Oh, it's gone through. They're going to come back for 2. Just like the look of this lad. He's got a bit of self-confidence. The mechanics look good.
Run up, bustling in. Good fielding from Marcelo Pitt.
He put his body on the line there. Wasn't his day with the ball, was it?
No, unfortunately.
In his first over.
Yeah, Tabiso's got a nice run up, bustles in, gets through the crease quite well.
Nice shot, but only worth one. Just thinking about what we were talking about with Parnell not bowling. That's probably why Marcelo Pitt is in the side, or maybe Ndlela is in the side, because they needed the extra bowler. And in a game like this, if you had somebody coming in at 7 who was a genuine batter, it could have made a huge difference.
Yeah, that's also the 100 up for Western Province. Oh, you spot on,
Sliced
Andy.
away.
That extra batter makes a huge difference. That stability, if you want to call it that, it eases everybody, because if you do lose early wickets, you know that there is enough batters still waiting in the shed. Almost felt like once there were 4 or 5 down, I mean, we were even sitting up here going, oh, who's coming in next?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you almost, you just miss that continuity between batters and all-rounders and bowlers. Oh,
That's Parnell, man, we've been talking about, fielding at mid-off. He's done a fingernail. Hate it when that happens.
especially in this cold weather.
So 6 to win.
1 shot away.
Last ball of the over coming up.
Could they get a single and then a maiden over next over?
That's a good shot. It should only be 1. Yeah,
Looking for
sends
2.
him back. Well, once again, well bowled to Biso Ndlela on debut. 8 runs off the over, but just got it up in the strike zone. Well balanced. Like the look of him.
Gilson coming back into the tuck from the college end.
5 runs needed to win.
So 5 to win. I think we'll stay as we are, and it might not last more than 1 delivery.
I think they're going to bowl a maiden over here.
Way back in the day when 40 over cricket was played in England, I can remember Kim Barnett, who used to open the batting for Derbyshire and bowled a little bit of leg spin. He had 4 to defend off the last over of a 40 over game with his leg spin and bowled a maiden.
Wow. So it can be done.
It wouldn't happen today.
It can be done. Just don't think it's happening today.
Yeah, so that bonus point equation is you've got to get the runs in 80% or better of the overs available. Get through for 1. So I suspect Eddie Moore's going to finish with a red inker here. Tonight, over supper, he'll be thinking, did I middle one?
That last drive up the ground was probably through the middle of the bat,
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
but not much else.
Just looking at the ease with which Province have chased this down, you wonder what a good score would have been. Winning the toss, batting, I suppose 150 you'd have fancied. But even there, you know what you got to get. 150. It's not as if conditions have been difficult for the batters. Found the
Oh,
gap,
there we go.
and that
Game over.
should be the winning hit. Yes, it is. Through they go, and so Eddie Moore will finish not out on 41. Josh Van Heerden not out on 29 at a runner ball, and World Sports Betting Western Province finishing with 4.5 overs to spare at 109 for 1. And that'll come pretty close, Vaughan van Jaarsveld, to getting them into the knockout stages.
Yeah, with that 5 points, that's very close. They'll probably have to just win another one of their remaining games. On the other hand, the Tuskers need to win the last 2 games of their campaign to try and stay mid-table. Also got to worry about promotion relegation at this stage. So you'd hope that they can win those last 2 games. It's all turning out to be a good competition, Andy. Some good cricket being played all around.
Yeah, and maybe clutching at straws, but Sean Whitehead, 4 overs, 1 for 22. Bowled pretty well, and that's after he went for 9 in his first over, which was the first over of the innings. So bowled very well after that, but you can't take it away from World Sports Betting, Western Province. Eddie Moore, 41 not out, following a very fine belligerent century in the previous game. 41 not out off 38 deliveries. Kitame making a very good 37 off 26. Josh Van Heerden 29 at a runner ball. So the Moothee Ram Tuskers have gone down by 9 wickets here at the Pietermaritzburg Oval. They will reconvene on Saturday, where the visitors will be the Warriors. Western Province will play again on Sunday against the Dolphins at Newlands. Thank you very much to all of our production crew, and particularly to my co-commentators Ben Jarvis and Vaughan van Jaarsveld. And on behalf of everybody at Pitch Vision, it's goodbye from the Oval.